recognise that sound? That is the sound of air being compressed so much that it can ignite peanuts. Yes, I'm driving a diesel, and not just the usual diesel, a 75 diesel, which I've acquired today, and I'm going to give it a name, and its name is Jeremy. Project Jeremy. I've acquired this car today through my contacts via my social media group, MG Rover Enthusiasts, and a fellow YouTube man called Rover Joe. Was it Joe Rover? No, it is Rover Joe. Thoroughly nice young man. Drives without any clots or rattles or anything. Surprising, really. It's not very often you get into a 75 and you haven't got that clattering of the drop links. This one seems to be all doing very well. I've driven it down the motorway. Behaved perfectly well down the M62. And it stops and starts. Doesn't smell. Don't like smelly cars. It's going to go into the yard now and meet its new friends. And it's got lots of new friends. Lots of distant relatives. Let's have a good look around it then, shall we? Well, starting from the offside front. Hopefully the wheels will come up nicely once they've been washed. Plenty of tread on that tyre, and that wing is good. And then we go on to the driver door, which is very nice and quite shiny, and sounds good too. But then, oh dear, we have a bit of a panel dent on this one, don't we? I'm not even sure that can actually be pushed out, but that's what happens sometimes. Also a good tyre. Rear quarter good, very nice. Rear bumper, nice. Rear boot, well, the only boot it has. It's going to be the rear, isn't it? Also nice. Other side, there's a slight dent just along there, unfortunately. It's much the same along the rest of this. All pretty straight, all pretty well looked after by the looks of it. It just needs a better wash. Front tyres also very good condition. Tiny bit of a scrape on the front bumper there, not much. And the headlamps clearly need a good polish. The interior, pretty tidy. Bit of a thing there, but no big deal. Carpet's dry. Lock the back there. All pretty good in here actually. Interior light is still in place. All four of the chrome surrounds are present. That's unusual. 80,000 miles. Sounds very nice indeed. Unusual to see one of these instead of the climate control package. Anyway, that's just as good. Let's look in here. And it's dry. Yep. A dry boot. Another plus point for Jeremy. Engine bay. All, you know, not messed about with, just quite clean. Got the right amount of fluids. The only thing it does need is some gas struts. It was actually a week ago when I made that bit of a film from yesterday where I ate the chippy in the car, and the effects are still present. That's terrible. I really am a very naughty chap indeed. So, all around, a rather nice 75, except for just one thing. The Achilles heel of these 75s is the rear lower arms, and this one needs them replacing because they're both rotten. But then I have this one, this donor car here. Now, I've not actually looked at the lower arms yet, but they're probably going to be in better condition than the ones on the grey one. Due to the rather inconvenient nature of cars with no engines, it means that actually getting these lower arms off is going to be a bit more tricky than usual. I can't really do it there. I need to get it on the hard area, and it's quite heavy even without an engine, so I'm going to have to use a good old transit face to pull it out of the mud. And it's on the back of the truck. It's an awful lot of effort to go to though, considering just how far it has to go, which is just there where the gate is. Now we have it, Project Jeff in the right place, ready to be worked on, not in the quagmire. It will be a gift from Jeff to Jeremy. Given the time, of course, it's very unlikely I can get anywhere near this job done today, but I could make a start. And maybe I should remove the stereo from Project Jeff as well, because that's kind of on display. I've got as far as taking the wheel off. That's really it for the moment. It is a job for tomorrow, really. I have had plenty of other things to be getting on with. But the thing is, what's the next video taking this off? Is it Project Jeff because it's coming off of that? Or Project Jeremy because it's going on to that? What a dilemma, eh?